Hello, potential scholars in LAC 480 for the spring of 2019. This is week 6, and these are the assignments for this coming week. Remember at the beginning of the semester I told you that this class would be time and work intensive. This is the week that begins that process as we get closer to writing the paper. So we'll look at the assignment for this week found on discussion number 6, and it looks like this. So number 1 right here, you're going to first read and add 5 new resources to your APA references list. I'm going to stop right there. You need to start practicing and doing your references in APA format. It's time. It's been 5 weeks now, and you should be able to do that. So again, you can look at your textbook, you can look at Purdue OWL, but please start getting ready to do that. There's no reason why they're not in APA format by now. And so please indicate which sources are new font, new color, doesn't matter, whatever, as long as we can see it. I want to add this thing that I've been saying to most people on my review of your sources. Your primary sources should not be more than 5 years old. You have a current topic. You want to keep it current, and if you find information that's from the 1990s or the early 2000s, it's not really relevant, especially when it comes to giving you data and other information. You want to keep your information less than 5 years old, so nothing more older than 2014. You can use some for historical purposes to set up the scene, but when it comes to hard data for your paper, no, nothing older than 2014. Next thing you're going to do is read the Bedford Handbook, and again, this site will send you to there. And when you do look at the Bedford, read Sketching a Plan. This is about a working thesis, context, and audience. This is going to be very important. This is an important part of setting up for your paper. This can't be sloughed off, alright? So make sure that you do a good job on getting this. This is going to be a work in progress. You're going to be doing this so often, and you're going to be adding this to your drafts until the last copy, till the final version. So here it is, number 3. You're going to draft an outline for your paper, including both major topics, some subtopics, but not likely fully developed outline. So it keeps working on it. Remember, it's a working progress process. So you can look at section 2D of the Easy Writer, and you can use the planning and drafting document on Blackboard. So this is what you do. You go back to Blackboard, and you can see that it says important documents to help you get an A in the class. So right here, planning and drafting an outline. When you click that, you get this. Alright, so this is what you fill in. Now you may have more than 2 ideas, so this is just a beginning. First main idea, and first, second, you may have third subordinate ideas, fourth, fifth, you may have 25. Section 2 would be your second main idea. Then you continue first, second. Then section 3 would be your third main idea. So this just gives you an idea of what you're going to be doing for your outline. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it twice. Okay, the first time. These are going to be your headings in your paper. Okay, so this sort of helps you to become logically organized. So these are going to be your first big heading. Then you're going to have some minor ones. You may not have 3, you may have 2 or 1 or whatever, but you should have subordinate ideas. And then you even have some later section 1s and 2s of these subordinate ideas. Then when you get to your second main idea, you do another heading. You do a heading there, a heading there, a heading there. So again, second time I say it, these are your headings for your paper. It helps it to keep it organized. So on your first draft, you should have some of these, as well as putting down the introduction, and you'll later put down the introduction and conclusion. So this is where you start. Okay, so your first main idea for the body of your paper will be a heading, and then you have minor headings here. Okay, as many as you need. So those are the things that you have to be aware of. Let's go back to the assignment. And now, 4. You're going to complete 2 activities. I told you this last week, and from the list below. So you can find other sources as well. And if you didn't know this, Maureen has graciously put down in the announcements, and hopefully you got it, in finding movies and TV shows. It's right here on the announcements page. So make sure that you do that so you can help yourself. And so you can watch a TV show, movie related to your topic. There are plenty of good documentaries on HBO and Netflix. And as I know Netflix, I'm not a Hulu person yet, but you may want to look at some of the movies and documentaries that deal with social justice. And then you can also look at these other things. You can look at a TED Talk and hear some topics as well. Okay, so these are the things that you'll have to do. Now, you can add this to your paper as well. You write a reflection, about a page in total, on how the experience of these activities has added to your work on your paper. Maybe it's enlightened you, put you in a different direction, and so on. So we're getting close to writing the paper here, so it's time for you to start getting an idea. We're 1/3 done the semester, believe it or not, so we want to get sure that you also have a good idea of what you want to do in terms of the outline, your working thesis, and other pertinent points to your paper. This is the preparation section. So you're going to send in these 5 new resources, and you're going to have a page at the most of a reflection on how the experience of these activities. Okay, so this is so if it's a poem, please paste that in too, so we can see the poem, but whatever. So I'm looking just for the 1-page reflection and these 5 new resources as you get ready to write the paper. This is due on Friday, March 1st, 2019, and Wednesday, March 6th, 2019 is when you respond. So we're getting ready to write the paper, so that's going to be coming in the next week. So this is the preliminary. Get yourself ready, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good week.